This weekend, it is Easter, Good Friday tomorrow. Clare's top visitor attractions are gearing up for a busy Easter with a packed programme of family-friendly events and more than 15,000 visitors expected over the holiday weekend. From Bunratty Castle to the Cliffs of Moher and beyond, there's bound to be something for everyone. And joining us now to fill us in on what you could be experiencing and what you can expect are Marie Brennan. Marie is Events Manager, Bunratty Castle and Folk Park. And also with us is Sharon Malone, the Assistant Sales and Marketing Manager with the Vandeleur Walled Garden and Visitor Centre. And you're both very welcome to Morning Focus. And I guess, Marie, when you hear that number, good morning to both of you. When you hear that number, Marie, over 15,000 visitors expected, that I'm sure is music to the ears of the likes of yourself and Sharon. You'll be hoping that a sizable number of those people will pass through the gates of Bunratty Castle and Folk Park.
Absolutely, Alan. We have a huge lineup of activities now for people this weekend on Saturday and Sunday at Bunratty and at Craiganoan on Monday. So, yeah, there's something for everybody. The Easter Bunny will be there with lots of cheer, giving out little treats to our young visitors. We'll have fantastic new activities as well with the new street theatre, bubble show and Circus Skills walkabout, new to Bunratty. So I think people are going to love that. Mr. Gusto, who's the most fantastic comedy juggler and escapologist. He's no stranger to Bunratty. He'll be here on Sunday. And we'll have the Wobbly Circus, who are also great fans of Bunratty too, who do wonderful comedy acts and unicyclists, and they'll be accompanied by Lady Longbottom, would you believe, who's a fantastic stilt walker. She'll be coming along with her new Easter hat and costume to regale us all. And of course, no activity at Bunratty would be complete without music, and we'll have music over 2 days from a young group called Cluemore and from Clare to here, the O'Gorman family team from Bunratty. Wonderful, all very experienced musicians here with us. And of course then at Craiganoan, another fantastic lineup with the Easter Bunny will be there too. Of course, he's very busy this weekend. There'll be fun and games, lots of kind of old style activities and challenges for children. We'll have another type of bubble show as well this weekend with silly cat face painting. And you could also sit and sketch with Helen Seago, an artist, and you can sit and look at a wonderful landscape all around Craiganoan, and she'll give you tips on art and and drawing, so that should be fun. And we have Sandra Marshall and Sandra King, who are there to demonstrate their unique talent with fibre crafts and felting, dyeing wool, all that kind of thing. So there's no shortage of activities at both Bunratty and Craiganoan this weekend.
Wow, plenty happening there. But I'd say if anybody can compete with that, it's Sharon Malone, because Sharon, you have not just the Vandeleur Walled Garden and Visitor Centre to be concerned about, but also the Cliffs of Moher and Loophead. So there's tons happening across all three sites.
Right. There's a lot going on around the county this weekend, and we're really looking forward to it. In Vandeleur, our Easter Bunny is very busy earlier on this week, decorating the garden with ribbons and eggs and festive displays. But we have a sneaky fox running around the place too. It's been causing a bit of havoc. So we're trying to keep things together now between the two of them, because both of them are to come together for a lovely interactive clue hunt that we have today. We've two sessions today and then 2 more on Saturday, where they'll lead the children on the clue hunt around gardens, and the little explorers can follow the trail, solve clues, and then be rewarded with an Easter egg at the end of their little adventure. We'll have a face painter as well in the glass house today and on Saturday. Now, those events were bookable, and they are actually booked out, but we for those with the local access pass or under normal admission, the visitors can enjoy a self-guided clue hunt at any time over the Easter period. We've clues and paper and pencils provided. Now, the Easter Bunny will be around all week as well, and the sneaky fox could be interfering, so we're hoping that children will watch out for him and help out the Easter Bunny instead, because sneaky fox does have a weakness for chocolate, so we have to watch that as well.
He's no different from many of us, so Sharon.
Exactly, and the cafe has got some lovely tasty treats, and there's locally made chocolate in the Gifts of Vandeleur shop as well, so it's a lovely afternoon or morning out over the weekend. And then also, as you mentioned, Alan, we have up at the Cliffs of Moher as well on Saturday and Sunday from 12 to 2. We have live traditional art music in the visitor centre, as well as some face painting. And of course, there'll be sweet treats for little visitors there. So any locals that have their local access pass are welcome to come up by the Cliffs and then to Vandeleur and just enjoy what's going on. And then on further west, out in the peninsula, Loophead Lighthouse, we opened there on St. Patrick's weekend. So it's open Saturday, Sunday and Monday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. with tours of the Lighthouse Tower going on every 30 minutes. So loads going on around Clare this weekend.
Wow, there really is. I think people are going to be spoiled for choice. And I wonder, Marie, when I look across the 12 months of the calendar, how the Easter weekend stacks up in terms of how important it is to sites such as Bunratty Castle and Folk Park, and the fact that Easter's, I guess, it's a child-centred event, and that might be an extra selling point as well, because I know certainly I've mentioned to you before, my own kids love going to Bunratty Castle and Folk Park, so I wonder, does that help in terms of driving numbers there?
Well, yeah, I mean, some of our events are geared towards heritage and the history of the site, but certainly I think Easter has that whole magic and full of imagination for the children. So there's so many activities that we've included are all about the children and all about, being imaginative, going back to having fun, doing simple things like, egg and spoon race and various challenges that we're having at Craiganoan over the weekend. I think they'll absolutely love it, and it's just there's been a lot of work to at the site. The site is looking fantastic, and I think people will absolutely love it. It's just that magic of being out in nature, the beauty of nature, tied along with just having all those fun activities, egg and spoon race, the sack race. Various challenges that all kids love, and plenty of Divilmen too, as well as face painting and glitter tattoos that all children love too. Yeah.
And I guess, Sharon, summer is really important to the likes of the Vandeleur Wall Garden, Cliffs of Moher and Loophead and so on, but that's a longer time period in terms of a condensed couple of days. How does the Easter weekend stack up across the year in terms of how important it is for sites such as the ones you're concerned with?
It is important, I suppose, in one way we're coming out of that winter period and spring has sprung as such, and particularly, I guess, with the gardens, even the interactive clue hunt that's going on this weekend, it's revolving around nature and what's happening in the garden, and I suppose the springtime feel of it. So it's a wonderful time to celebrate and to highlight that, and I think even with the children that come, they love learning about the plants and the flowers and what's in bloom now at this time. And Cara, the head gardener at Vandeleur, is just amazing with the children and how he plans these clue hunts. So they really are, I suppose, centred around the garden itself and what's happening there this period in time. Because there's a little bit of colour coming at the moment, but there's a lot of buds there, and he talks through the blossoming of them. Whereas then during summertime, when you come to the gardens, it's a different experience then, because everything is in full bloom, and you see the finished product of nature in one way. So that's why I think Easter is really lovely, because it's like the awakening of what's in the garden.
Yeah,
really
very
special.
true. Well, look, it's going to be, I'm sure there'll be enough people, be they children or adults, to go around to head to all of what's happening, and you can check out the respective websites to find more on the programme of events. My thanks to both of you, and hope you enjoy the busy weekends ahead for the Easter. Marie Brennan, Events Manager, Bunratty Castle and Folk Park, and the Assistant Sales and Marketing Manager with the Vandeleur Wall Garden and Visitor Centre, Sharon Malone, with us on Morning Focus. And if you end up heading to any or most or all of what's on offer, do hope you enjoy it.